Okay, good morning. Welcome to my morning forecast on Thursday, the 3rd of July. As always, we'll start on the daily and work down the time frame, looking at key areas of market structure and high probability areas of interest. So if we start on the Eurodollar on daily, you can see that the swing structure is bullish and the internal structure is bullish. And until yesterday, we have been printing green candles every day, breaking new highs. So this is all one fractal leg. On Tuesday, we did pull into this weekly supply, so this could be the catalyst for a pullback. And we can see that yesterday we did actually fail to continue breaking the highs, so that could indicate that the pullback has started. Obviously, we don't know just yet. This could continue, and then this will just be a small pause. But if we do get a deeper retracement, then it's quite likely that we're going to have a pullback. So looking at areas we could pull back to, we have this demand. Other than that, we don't have much to worry about in this leg, as with it all being continuously breaking the highs. So we just have this area of demand. It's going to take a while to get there, so don't really need to forecast much further than that. If we look on the 4 hour, we can see that the swing structure is bullish, the internal structure is bullish, and then we do have this small internal structure where we've broken this small internal low. So the small internal is bearish. Just bearing in mind that the normal internal structure is still bullish. So yesterday we pulled into this sweep zone. This POI formed after we swept these lows. And then we've tried to push higher. We went above this internal high, small internal high by 1 point, and then we've pushed down. So that liquidity grab could be the fuel to continue to push the move down. So we'll be looking for that. You can see that this zone is mitigated now, but we've got the pivot zone below it. So yeah, wouldn't be too surprised to see price continue to fall lower, have a bit of reaction in this zone, and then continue to push lower. And that would facilitate the daily pullback. If we can close below this low, then we'll know. If we can close below this low, then the internal structure will be bearish, and then we can look for shorts into maybe this daily POI. So if we look at the 1 hour, we can see that, yeah, we're starting to have a bit more sideways price action. We've got these continuing breaking of the highs, and then now we've got this break of the low and a break of the low. So on this time frame, we are pretty much starting to be bearish, as again we can see that we've liquidated this high by 1 point, and then we've had a move down. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see this continue to move down. We do have area of supply, which could be the catalyst for a move down. So if we pull into here, wouldn't be too surprised to see us move down. We can look for trades off there. We can drop down to our execution time frame and look for trades if that happens. Other than that, we're just going to be following the bullish order flow, the bearish order flow down, if it continues. Okay, if we look at the pound dollar on the daily, we can see that the swing structure is bullish, the internal structure is bullish, and we've not mitigated any unmitigated weekly supply, but we have had a weekly sweep above this high. So yeah, we're looking quite a bit more bearish than the euro dollar. Obviously yesterday was a very bearish candle. Tried to move down, we left a large wick at the bottom, so I wouldn't be too surprised if we break this daily low today. So that can be a daily bias that we're going to be pulling down, breaking the lows, and possibly even reaching this sweep zone. And if we reach this sweep zone, then we're going to probably see a reaction from here. Okay, if we go onto the 4 hour, we can see that we smashed through this sweep zone, didn't pay much respect to it, and then after we swept these lows, then we've had a reaction. So, like I said, I wouldn't be too surprised if we break these lows today. How are we going to do it? It's not really too clear from where we are at the moment. If we pull up into here pretty correctively, then I won't be too surprised to see a big reaction. Breaking the lows. Of course, from here, we can also just have bearish order flow kick in. And then if we look on the hourly, we can see that we have bearish swing structure now on the hourly. And again, the next supply to reach for is up here. So won't be too surprised again to pull up into these areas of supply and then use that as a catalyst to break the lows. As for these two POIs we've got here, this one was just formed by pretty much a pause in this very clean leg. So there's not too much emphasis to be placed on this. If we look at this leg here, we can see that this is a clean move down, which kind of indicates that this kind of tells me that as we move up, we're not going to have much resistance until we get to one of these points. So when we see this no inducement in the leg, this POI is likely to get run through, unless we were to build some pretty convincing inducement above it.